Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. We are September 13th, 2014. This is episode 78. I'd like to welcome returning viewers and welcome any new viewers if you're new to the podcast.
We're almost halfway through September.
I'm still wondering what happened to May and June. So.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And I'm Kari, also known as Jaded Knitter, and you can find us on our blog at twotangledskeins.com or on YouTube, also as Two Tangled Skeins.
The number two Tangled Skeins.
Yeah, but if you just type in Two Tangled Skeins,
It works?
Yeah, it
okay,
pops
good.
up.
Good.
I don't bother to search for the number.
I don't bother to search for us at all. I just log in.
It's your account.
We have that.
Some of us have to go the long way around.
And join our Ravelry group. We're
We got
Tangled
lots
Skeins.
of things going on in the
Yes, we
Ravelry
do.
group.
We have like...
Stickied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all
It's kinda
contests
getting crazy.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although some of those will get unsticky today.
Yes.
So,
Peanut
Okay,
gallery.
sorry. I'm sorry, I was counting.
You're
Hi,
on
I'm-
camera.
Yes, I know, but I was still counting. It's hard for me.
You want to be on camera? Get with it.
Pay attention and look up once in a while.
Yes.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby, and I'm counting, so.
Because she can count.
I guess
Barely.
looking up thing, I probably shouldn't be doing color work while...
No.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, no, you're not frizzy, but we're frizzy.
Oh, my hair is
We're out in the
awful.
rain today.
No, I've got a little bit of something going on, but anyway. Okay, so finish objects. I have a finished object.
Straight this morning.
I have a finished object, but I don't have the actual object because
Kari has a finished object. I have 3!
my daughter ran away with it. So
Yeah.
I made out of the Dishcloth Diva Knits On by Deb Buchanan. I made the Betty.
This is the set of books we were reviewing
Last
week.
I made the Betty in a bright green, and my daughter took it.
And I used it, so.
When I asked her for it, she's like, but I used it already. I was like, already. So that's by Deb Buchanan. Dishcloth Diva Knits On, and then she has Dishcloth Diva. So that's my FO.
Both very good books, and we do recommend them.
Yes.
Kari, oh.
Oh!
Faux show.
Finish your row.
Faux show.
I have finished the Cool Clavicle cover.
See this?
Yeah, that's what was left.
Yeah,
Which is why there's no edging.
I couldn't do the edging. I've got 2 rows of, or 3 rows of just garter stitch, as opposed to the regular edging.
It's so pretty.
Because...
Can we, like...
Yeah, you need to do a close-up of that, because that
Yarn
is
chicken.
really,
I
really
was
pretty.
crying.
Don't put the yarn in your beer.
No.
As party.
It's so pretty.
And the best part is, this colorway, as strange as it is, matches my winter hat.
Awesome. Right behind me, right here, is the Multnomah that I made in the other skein.
Yep. Yeah, I'm texting her going, do you still have any of this left?
And I'm like frantically looking through all my leftovers going, no. Because Lynn has it.
Here, well, this is what I have left of it. I gave you half, well, a little more than half.
Yeah.
What I do with that?
Which you gave it to Kari.
Did I?
No, sorry.
You
I don't know. I don't have it anymore, so it's not my problem.
just, you can look for it later.
Here it is. I win the prize.
Okay.
Yeah, we were debating whether or not I was going to rip out the edging and actually do the proper edging with all the scrap. No.
She's going to block that out of it.
Yep, exactly.
So that was the only faux?
That was the only faux. I have a hoe.
A hoe. Yes.
Ho show.
It was already that.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
It's up here.
I have lots of faux. Most importantly being...
Let me move this.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, incoming. It's done!
Ginormous college blanket of doom is finished. So now I gotta stuff it back in the garbage bag. This, and there's one end I forgot to weave in. I found it this morning as I was putting it
there it
in
is.
the garbage bag.
Blasphemy.
I know, it's right here. One end
dare
left.
you.
One end out of the whole blanket. So this is Red Heart Super Saver in camouflage, medium time, and black. It was 10 row granny squares. Basically, the middle square is 5 rows, the outer square is 4 rows, and then 1 row of black too, so that you couldn't see where I connected them with the single crochet on the back.
How many squares were there?
24 squares, because the beds in the dorms are 80 inches long. So it had to be longer than a standard blanket, and he
It's
damn well
huge.
better appreciate this, because oh my god, this took forever.
It fits Red Heart. He can wash it and dry
He
it.
can wash and dry it. He's a college student.
Very
that was
smart.
the point.
I
Because
find when you're knitting for babies or you're knitting for teenagers,
yeah,
you go with the
don't use
washable
wool.
acrylic.
Use washable stuff. So that's this ginormous garbage bag here
And she's
that
like,
Rob has to bring home with him at Thanksgiving.
I have to bring the blanket. And what am I going to put it in? I'm like, garbage bag?
Yeah. Second faux. I gotta try not to lose my needles, and I just did. Off it went. And it's plastic, so it bounced. I finished my dad's socks.
Awesome.
Thursday, when I got to work, I had this much of the cuff done on the second sock. So Thursday, I ended up knitting all of this, and then I just did this little bit at knit night last night. I had 5 rows, and then I
Yeah, because you were
started the
done by the
decreases.
time I got there.
Yeah, I was finished. I had bound off.
Yeah.
So they're so squishy and soft and warm and like really squishy. It's Bernat Socks, which is an acrylic yarn. It's discontinued, of course.
Because, you know.
I'd like to point out that the Red Heart Super Saver I had bought, that I started the blanket with,
Isn't
is
that
also discontinued. They've discontinued the smaller balls and only kept certain colors for the larger balls that they've kept making. So yeah, the camo discontinued.
So it's a good thing she didn't run out.
Well, let's put it this way. If I'm going to knit with something, it will be discontinued. Guaranteed. Bittersweet Woolery, I've got my eye on you. You better not stop making guilty pleasures.
I think the demand is pretty high.
It better be.
Because that's
I
like
love
the
that wool.
first shop I want to go to.
Yeah,
and even though I didn't
that's
go to
the plan
Rhine,
for-
I didn't go to Rhinebeck last year, they brought me back guilty pleasure.
And it was green.
And it was green. So now I have orange and green socks.
And this is my dishcloth effort. This is the Nelly from the same book, the Dishcloth Diva Knits On. And as a thank you to Cooperative Press for sending us a copy of the book to review, I'm going to make all the dishcloths and make a Project Linus blanket out of them. So, and
Awesome.
then that will be donated to Project Linus. So that is the Nelly on size 8 needles, 5mm, because I wanted them to be nice and big. Not, I didn't want dense because I'm making a blanket. So if I was making dishcloths, I would probably go to a size 7, maybe a 6, so that it would make a denser cloth.
I did a 4.5 and it wasn't quite as dense.
Yeah, this isn't
So-
dense at all. This is a nice,
That's nice.
yeah. So that'll be fine for a blanket. And I love these slip stitch patterns. It's almost the same as the Newfoundland mitts and the beehive
That's what it
cloth
reminds
type
me
stuff.
of, yeah.
So I love those slip stitch patterns. They're amazing and they go so fast. And even
I've
the
made
back looks kind of nifty too.
Yeah.
So
I've made so many pairs of Newfoundland mitts. I don't actually own a pair.
you also don't need the pattern to make them anymore.
Well, no.
So
Yeah.
that's my third faux. I cast it off last night or this morning. It was last night. But yes, I
think
three
it was
faux.
last night because I was still up when you said I have a faux.
Yes, I texted her at like 11:30 at night saying, third faux!
Cool.
What's on the needles?
Want to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Guess what I picked up again?
I have nothing in dogs when
This bag. This bag with
Would you
my
like me to go get your needle for you?
No, it's okay.
with my Hello Kitty Halloween-ish. So
I'll
I
be
picked up
back.
the can again. She's going to get her needle.
Yes, because it bounced and went across the room.
See if I can get this puppy out. I think the needles are still in. Yes, they are.
Here we go.
Give me a second. Mid-row here. So I put a stitch marker here where my fingers are. So I did all this week. And I did a few mistakes along this at the edge where you're supposed to
Knit through the back loop.
no, that's nothing through the back loop, it's the purl. Slip purlwise.
Oh, and you slip knitwise.
Yes.
Okay.
So I didn't do that for a portion, but I don't care. It's that's it there. And
Yep.
it's out of 3 Irish girls in the Giving Tree colorway on size 4mm, which is a US 6, and the pattern is by Mademoiselle C.
It's an awesome pattern.
Now that I've got it, I'm okay.
Yes.
It took a while to click. And it's the only thing I brought to knit night last night, so I had no choice but to knit on it.
Yep. Watch the tip.
That's one way of making yourself knit on it.
Yep. The other thing I'm knitting on is the socks for my husband. So, sorry, the camera's a little further away from us than normal.
And you can probably hear men laughing. That's her
My
husband's
friends.
over.
This is my vanilla sock pattern by Kate Aderly, and it is knit out of, it's called Basic Ribbed Socks. It's knit out of Lollipop yarns in the Urban Myth colorway. And as you can see, I'm knitting these
on itty bitty needles.
9-inch
The
needles.
9-inch, yeah. You're a brave woman.
Every time I said it to Sean a couple weeks ago, I kept saying 9-inch nails. Like 9-inch needles.
Oh God, my
And
pants are
that is housed in my knotted bag. This is the wee bag, so it just fits the ball of yarn and the sock.
I so want one of those.
She doesn't have any more fabric.
I know.
Meh. Exclusive to me. Not getting it. So if you like bags,
If you
go
rip it,
visit the
Diane
knotted
will
bag.
kill you.
Yes, Diane will kill you. She worked hard on this. That's all I have on the needles because I haven't touched my husband's sweater. I am a bad wife.
Technically, I had it for like 6 months and did nothing with it. Which reminds me, I have other stuff that I'm supposed to do. Ignore me!
What's on your needles?
Yeah, your turn.
Currently, I am finally doing the
Mitts. Pop of cherries.
Smaller.
no.
Knit picks.
Oh well. The word's gone.
Sample?
Sample, thank you. The sample. My brain is completely fried.
We've had a long day.
My brain was fried when I got off. I'm doing the sample knits for the Pop of Cherry mitts, which are going to knit picks. So I'm doing a pair of fingerless and a pair of regular mitts, and I currently have fingerless on the needles. And you might notice there is no pattern lying around me. Yeah, that's because I've knit these enough. I actually know the pattern by heart now. So these are out of Knit Picks Capra, and I'm doing them on 3.5mm, which is a US 4, and it's out of Wine and Cream.
Has
two colorways.
the pattern been published by them or just by you?
The pattern has only been published by me so far.
Okay.
It's on. I have it up on Ravelry, but it isn't on Knit Picks. That's why I have to do the samples, which is what the holdup is because I haven't done the samples to send them in. They won't publish the pattern until I have the samples.
But it's already
and
been
everything.
approved and everything.
Yeah.
And they sent you yarn.
Yes.
What's the yarn made of?
It's cashmere. It is.
I was gonna say it's goat, isn't it? Some kind of goat?
It's cashmere.
Is that not a goat?
No.
Okay, sorry. Don't listen to me.
Well, cashmere can be a goat, but in this case, it's sheep.
Right.
Cashmere has to is a designation as opposed to a type.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
It is merino. I think it's 80-20 merino cashmere. It could be 90-10.
Okay.
Not 100% sure because I don't remember.
But it's more cashmere than merino.
No, it's more
No,
merino.
it's more
than cashmere.
merino. You
Oh,
only
because you don't need a
little-
lot of cashmere.
A little bit of cashmere goes a long way.
Right, I forgot that.
It's soft and it's pretty and it's squishy.
And now you're gonna have knits? Actually,
Just
those won't
sending
fit you, will they?
Nope, these will not fit me. I
Oh.
have a pair at home that I still have yet to finish knitting for myself. I need to find somebody whose hands will fit these. They won't fit you either, darling.
You want to bet? She'll make them fit.
Well, you might have just become my hand model because I have to take pictures of these too.
We'll get you a manicure and let your daughter practice.
I don't think she's at that point yet.
No.
So I have these on the needles, which I started these yesterday after work.
You remember last week she was saying there's no way I'm going to
finish
have
the
that
clavicle.
clavicle cover by next week?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
she
we
finished it on Monday.
Sunday.
Sunday.
It's basically the day after
day
I said
after.
that.
Nobody believes what you say anymore.
And then I cast on a sweater on Sunday.
You know.
So that is...
Good Lord, how small is that yarn?
It's fingering.
It's probably spun woolen, so it looks fluffy.
See, me personally, if I'm going to knit myself a sweater, it's going to be out of bulky because I need fewer stitches that way. She goes for teeny tiny yarns.
Well, I wanted to do this pattern, which is the Concord jacket, and it is by Donna Kay. And it's out of Interweave's Fall 2013. So, yeah. This is Cascade 220 Sport, which is neither 220 yards, nor is it a sport. It's a fingering.
It doesn't even look like a
How many yards
thick
is it?
fingering. It looks like
I don't remember.
light fingering.
Looks
It's a
like light,
two-ply.
It looks like a light, almost lace.
Yeah, it's not lace. It is actually a fingering. It's 2-ply, so it's
Okay.
it's a little
I'm going to
funky.
play footsies with you for a second here.
Okay,
Thank you.
Go for it. But yeah, I really like this jacket. I'm gonna do it. It's
Gorgeous.
really nice. It's top down.
I say as I'm looking at the cowl on the other page.
This
Sorry.
would be what she's looking at. Which is also the gentleman in the insert here. I really like it.
Who's also pretty. But
Yes, he's not bad either.
Sorry.
So
Hi,
yeah,
Rob.
I love you. So I started
Notice
this
I'm being
on
quiet.
Yes, well, that's because your husband's in the other room.
Sunday of last week, and I'm almost down to where I joined for the underarms because top down.
I'm sorry, it's apparently the Don't Let Tick Carry talk show.
And what's the sizing on that sweater? Like, is it of a large range, or?
It's the standard interweave, which unfortunately is not as large as I'd like it to be.
Are you
pretty good
having
at
to mod
adapting.
the pattern?
No, I was going to originally, and the yarn, I bought the amount of yarn to mod the pattern, and then I got sick and lost 30 pounds. I do not recommend doing it that way, but the upside is I now fit into the pattern as written. It is 32, 36, 40, 30, 43, and 48 bust.
Okay.
I'm doing the 48.
And you're knitting that on?
It is being knit on 3.25 millimeter, which is a US 3.
Okay.
I don't think it would fit me.
Cool.
Its upside is it is a top-down pattern, so it's fairly easy to mod.
My problem is that when I get the bust to fit, it doesn't fit down here because my hips are a lot.
Well, the problem is too is most women aren't the same size top and bottom. I was just watching Suburban Stitcher this morning,
Yep.
and she had Minerva Turkey Shannon on there, and Shannon was knitting a sweater, and she changed the bottom part to make it
Because nothing that fits me on the
as
top
she
fits me
said,
on the bottom.
more flattering on the booty.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Because I have a lot of booty.
and that's actually a problem I have because I'm
You're
Both-
tall.
tall, so I have to stretch everything for starters.
That makes me a pirate. I have a lot of booty and I have a lot of yarn. Sue's husband calls it yarn.
Yep.
Yeah. I have yet to find a sweater pattern. Actually, no, that's not true. The sweater pattern I am wearing, I did not have to modify.
Oh, I thought you modded that one.
I
just
did-
assume you mod everything.
I did mod it, but it was just because I didn't want to have to do the sleeves flat.
I thought that was one of the ones you designed.
Nope! This is off of Knitty.
Oh yeah, wasn't that your Rhinebeck sweater last year?
Yep.
No, was it? Okay.
Yep, this was last year's Rhinebeck sweater.
Yay, I'm not completely crazy.
But yeah, the whole reason I didn't have to mod this is because this one is supposed to go down, it's supposed to actually hang past your rear end. You will notice
It does not.
it does not. 'Cause
But
this
it
is
fits her.
This is my waist right here.
Yeah, but
This-
you have a low waist too. Your waist is not significantly above your hips.
So it must be really long for people who are shorter than you.
Yes, because the model for it is actually Tanis
Okay.
of Tanis Fiber, who's where I got the yarn for, and she's tiny. So yeah, it goes down almost to her knees. Me, it just passes my hips, but yeah, I have to mod almost all patterns.
Cool.
But yeah, that's
What you knitting on, Lynn?
I'm knitting hexie puffs. Well, not hexie puffs. They're actually flat hexies.
Pixie flats.
Because I actually blocked a few. I
You
haven't
didn't
taken the
join them,
pins out
right?
yet.
They're not
No,
joined.
no, they're not joined.
Okay.
So I pinned them down. Well, I got them wet and then I pinned them down, and I've actually drawn lines around and between so that I know where to pin the next ones. Well, the holes would have given it away, but so that's what they look like when they're flattened out, not just little curled up balls of
And once they're all sewn together,
fluff.
except for the
yes.
edges, you'll be okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not really concerned. It can't be that hard to connect them, so on and so forth. It's not a huge priority. Excuse me, sheep. I'll put that on your head.
You could also do like a crocheted edging
I
around it.
thought about doing that, but I didn't slip the stitches on the way up and down the sides.
Which would make it easier.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it'll probably be mattress stitched at this point. We'll see. And I started my cool clavicle cover. Mine's nowhere near as impressive as Kari's yet.
It's tiny.
But that's all I've got so far. I'm doing it on straights because all my cables are taken up with other projects and I need to liberate some of them. But once Elizabeth explained the cast on to me, I was fine. Because I could not understand the cast on. I tried it 5 or 6 times and I couldn't. I hate Judy's Magic Cast On. For some reason, when I do it, it gets progressively tighter and tighter and tighter.
Is Judy's Magic Cast On what I use for socks?
Probably.
Yes.
That's the one where you've got the 2 needles and you're just kind of going back
Yeah.
and forth. Yeah. And I always make it super tight, even though I'm trying to make it loose. Even if I stick one of my fingers between the needles, by the end, it's always really, really tight. So, but I managed to do it. And, because it really is an ingenious cast on. You use the Judy's Magic Cast On and then you do a regular tab. Like you forget the second needle. You do your tab, and then rather than picking up stitches at the end, like you pick up along the side, but rather than picking up at the end, you use the second cast on needle.
I wouldn't say more to divulge anything
No.
from the pattern.
It's an interesting cast on, but really fiddly if you don't know what you're doing.
There's
Which I didn't.
a really good tutorial for it. If you're good with doing it from picture and description, Knitty has a really
I'm
good
not.
tutorial on it.
I'm not
I
good
had
at
to,
that.
I had
need
to
videos.
watch a video.
I need videos. So that is the cool clavicle cover.
Yes. I don't remember who does it.
Megan
but
Williams?
Yeah, that. And this is Bittersweet Woolery Guilty Pleasures in the Faded Petals colorway. It's a really, really gorgeous mix of pinks.
Where's the ball?
So squishy, it's in the bag.
Because the ball will be more
Here,
impressive.
here.
'cause-
The ball, well, because it's far away, so you
Yeah.
can't really see the mix of colors, but they're really, really pretty. There's a lot of the dark, dark rose in there, and now I've stuck my olive branch shawl, which is in the naughty corner on the floor. And
Okay.
that's all I brought with me. The flax sweater is going to be coming out of rotation,
Okay.
or put back in rotation, or
Okay.
something like that. That's
Cool.
it. Because, well, I finished everything I was working on.
So do we want to do the draws and then stash enhancement?
Sure.
Sure. We had a lot of stash enhancements. We just got back from the Almont Fiber Festival.
All right. So
Excuse me.
I will pull up the website.
Because I completely forgot that I would need my phone for the random number generator.
Now I know your password.
My password?
Her phone password. It's not like I'm going to tell them what it is.
Okay, so we're going to do the bag set by Awesome Granny. We had 91 entries. So from 2 to 92,
Hold on a second.
whenever you get there.
I completely forgot that
This is a new phone.
This is a brand new phone.
You don't even have the software on there, do you?
Nope.
The app.
It's not an app, it's actually a website.
So
Oh,
what you
okay.
will
There you
win is the large bag set, which has a notions pouch that goes with it. It will come directly from Darlene, who is Awesome Granny, Bags by Awesome Granny
This is
on
so
Etsy.
pretty.
And what was it, 2 to 91, I think. And she will ship it directly from her, so we don't have to ship anything yet. 2 to 91.
Okay.
I'm
So,
kind of jealous I
generate.
couldn't enter.
84!
84. Who is 84? Okay, stop that. I can't see the screen.
Mama C.
Mama C, Mommasee, who is, let's hover over her, Christina
Christina.
from Western Washington. You have won the
Yay!
bag set from Awesome Granny. I will give her your RAV name and she will contact you and get your bags mailed out. So congratulations.
Congrats.
So that was Mama
I'm
C.
kind of jealous.
I'm very jealous. because
All
I
right.
don't qualify for these either.
Next is the giveaway Upstairs Downstairs Cowl by Paula from the Knitting Pipeline.
Yes.
We didn't have as many entries for that one, so you have better chances. It is from 2 to 20.
Wow.
So what you had to do for this was post the yarn that you would use.
And it's a really, really pretty cowl.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
I could see doing it in that green.
Ooh. Yeah, but you're just a sucker for green.
I think I know what I'm knitting that in. That just 18.
I guess the people who got in last are winning this week. So 18 is Mulhall. It's Holly.
Yay! Hi, Holly.
Yay, Holly. We actually know her. She's local. So Holly,
That's her second win.
I will give Paula your RAV ID and she will gift you the pattern. So congratulations, Holly.
Is that out of fingering?
Um,
I'm assuming so from the looks of the yarns that everyone's posting.
give me a second. I have it right here.
God, casting off is fiddly.
Because, you know, I need to know these things while we're recording.
Oh, let's see. It is needles. Where's the yarn?
Yep, that would be... Yep.
Sport weight. Or finger. Is there fingering in there?
Well, that's fingering-ish.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Okay.
Close enough for my purposes. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh, it actually did cut through. Ha-ha! I love when my scissors surprise me.
Okay. Stash.
So much stash.
I'm just going
stash.
to keep knitting because I got nothing.
So we went to the Almont Fiber Festival, and there's someone there that I wanted to see because she's local. Well, they're all local. Is Ashley from Red Sock Blue Yarn, a colorful yarn adventure. And I got this beautiful DK Merino, which is 240 yards, 100 grams, and it's called Bar Line. So I'm thinking a hat and a cowl, or I'm not sure. I got lots of yarn for it. It's gorgeous. I love it. I don't need more green, but I need more green. And then I got these.
Oh, brush for you.
Thank you. And then I got these gorgeous. Is this called a bat?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got these gorgeous bats from Judy Kavanaugh. And
Who's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Hi, Judy.
So I'm not. Can you see the colors? Oh yeah, you can see the
Yeah.
colors. There's blues and greens and yellows and golds and purples.
Really pretty.
And it just says wool, but it's so soft. So soft.
She's a friend of mine from the Spinning and Weaving Guild in Ottawa, and she also makes spindles and noster
And then
pins
I
and
might
lovely
have bought
things.
myself a Turkish spindle,
Yes.
which is in pine willow, 26 grams. She had 2 of them, and I was going for the smaller one, but the girls talked me into the bigger one because I have a Trindle and I have a Bosworth, which is smaller.
Which are small.
Yeah.
So the actual crisscross is pine, and it's a willow branch as the what do you call that?
Shaft?
Shaft. That's it.
I can't even get it apart.
I think it comes up. It pops
Up
off
the
the other
top.
way.
But the string's there.
Yeah, but she put the string back on after when she was showing you how to, because this is how you put it away. Just don't break it.
And I've like,
There you go. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker at the bottom, so
then
it
I
doesn't
go
fall
like
off while you're spinning.
this. Put this through, right?
Yes.
Thicker
this
at
way.
the bottom. Yes. There you
This
go.
That way it doesn't fall off the bottom. But it's really nifty, and Judy showed us how to use it. And
Hey, I has a spindle.
thank you, Judy.
And it was not a bad price either.
No.
No.
Not at all.
And I bought
Fiber.
this from Judy, which is a lovely braid of pink fluff.
Bubblegum pink.
It's just plain, it just says wool. It's 45 grams of hand wash wool, which means it's not super wash, I guess. I'm going to have to card it, I think. Actually, it's pretty fluffy.
Yeah, you shouldn't
It's
have to
pretty
card
airy.
that.
No, normally you don't.
Well, braids I usually have to because they get compacted and sort of felted and stuff. But
Yes.
this one's pretty fluffy. But yeah, the pink just called to me. No, Sky, you can't have it. That's my daughter. She likes pink. And it was dirt cheap, so I bought it. And so that's also from Judy, whose website is Jumaka.com. It's Jumaka.com. It's basically the first 2 letters of her names.
I'll link it in the show notes.
And then I think Judy, like especially the ones that are 100% wool, it's actually local sheep too.
Yes, she gets her wool locally. Sorry, this is my maple syrup that I also got at the festival.
Because we're getting into that season now.
Not really. That's spring.
Oh right.
Maple syrup.
Where do you think you live?
Maple syrup is a year-round treat.
Yes,
You
and
can
I
just
haven't
only
bought
get
any
it in
for
March
years.
and April.
I'm not particularly fond of it as a syrup, but Rob really likes it, and I use it in baking. And it is pumpkin season, which I do use maple stuff for.
Sean and I love that. The kids love the bottled stuff from the store, which is
Pancake
pure
syrup, yeah.
sugar.
And then I got 4 balls of this lovely squishy stuff. I got 2 balls of pink and 2 balls of purple. And this is from Wind Blessed Farm, which is a farm in Lanark County, which is not far from here. It's local to us.
Lanark is one of the surrounding counties.
Yeah. And this is a Leicester.
Blue-faced Leicester?
No, not Blueface. There is a British sheep.
Just
this is
Leicester?
Leicester.
Okay.
Because you see, they have white faces.
Right.
So this is not blue. This is not BFL, but it is a Leicester breed, and they specialize. I got some black in there too. I'm planning on spinning these separately, the pink with the pink and the purple with the purple, and then plying them together maybe. But yeah, so squishy. It's really soft, and it's really pretty colors. And she was selling them really cheap, so I bought 4.
Yeah. Can I have the business card
It's
for show notes?
Yes.
Because
At the bottom. Wind Blessed Farms, who is a member of, what did it say? Fiber Roads, which is Fiber, BRE, the Canadian spelling, roads.ca. I don't know what that is.
Okay. As long as I have the card for the show notes.
And she was so happy about that booth because there was no alpaca.
There was
I kept seeing booth after booth after booth of really, really, really pretty fluffy stuff, and it was all alpaca farms.
It's because it's local and most of the local producers
Are
are
alpaca. There are
They're
very
not
few
sheep.
sheep around here.
Yeah.
So I was very happy to find that booth that had nice sheep fluffies for me. And yeah.
Cool. So, I think that's it.
I think so.
I think we're done. So, happy knitting, spinning, crocheting, all crafting. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.